Hello everyone, this is Dr. Pooja Sharma. I hope you are taking good care of yourself and your loved ones. At the onset, I would like to thank Himanshu Rohila of Brilliance in You for giving me this opportunity to talk in his show, Transformational Talks. So what are we going to talk about today? Can appreciation be detrimental? Weird, huh? How can appreciation be detrimental? So let's see. Would you agree with me or not after a couple of minutes from now? Isn't it surprising how appreciation only helps us understanding our worth and value? Be it in terms of our appearance, could be our social status, our education, even the job. Statements like, "You're looking so good. Have you lost some weight? Oh, you look cool." They make our day. And on the contrary, if somebody was to say early morning, "Oh, you have dark circles. What happened? You look low in energy." A bad night? And there we go, spiraling down to rock bottom feeling for self. Similarly in education, it's all about the position, the grades, the highest marks. In the jobs also, is it the branded organization or the name is too big where you have been selected in your campus selection? How many figures are there in your salary, etc., etc. What happens when any of this is otherwise? When looks are not appreciated, social status is not boosted about or talked about among peers and friends, education is not rewarded with highest grades or position, or one misses the next position or a salary hike. Do we become someone else? Unfortunately, truthfully, yes, we do. We become the doubtful, unsuccessful, struggling, failure, not up to the mark version of self. So see how outside world has so much power over us that we ignore, rather totally discard any value of our own self. The reason for bad looks or physique take a backstage, reason for not upscale gadgets or luxuries is discarded, understanding of concept and learning becomes insignificant, bond with the team, value addition to self and organization goes unseen, etc., etc., just because someone hasn't appreciated us. Friends, do remember, we are what we were while being appreciated. We are what we were while not being appreciated. It's the same we. Then what change? Perspective of others change. Yardstick of measurement change. We did not. We do not become what others see in us. We are what we are. So, take a moment. Pause right now. Are you seeing yourself from the eyes of others? Are you seeing the way world wants you to see yourself? Or are you really seeing yourself? If you are disturbed with your looks, finances, education, job, or any aspect of your life, figure out what is the disturbing part. Work towards improvising it. If you are appreciated, smile and rejoice in the area you are appreciated. Being very aware, is it up to your own satisfaction and willful wish or not? Appreciation from others is their perspective, whereas your self-yardstick, self-perspective is important and more settling. Once you start looking at self from this self-perspective, you would know your strengths and weaknesses. This perspective, this own yardstick for self, doesn't depend on outside influences. You still will know your worth and will be able to rejoice even when there is no appreciation. Appreciation from others would no longer serve as a fuel for your self-betterment and self-growth. Your own fuel, your own yardstick, your own perspective about yourself will be your fuel, because that fuel is there within you. It's ignited within you. The will to control it is in your power. So no matter what happens in the outside world, no matter what happens in the circumstances you're living in or the situations you're facing, your fuel will not dim. Your fuel will always be there to ignite your passion, which will improvise you, will lead to your own self-growth, a better version of you every moment, every day. Let's understand this from a perspective which is known to all of us. We've all been students in our life. In fact, life is such a journey that we remain students throughout our life. So now as a student, if our zeal is to score highest marks, we probably would resort to shortcuts or the means which will make sure that we score the highest marks, and we might in the process lose the significance of understanding the concept, grasping the concept. But if we are keen on understanding and clarity of what we are learning, we will not be shy of acquiring what we desire, even in terms of number. Just desiring the number is not enough. The zeal should be that have I done enough? Have I understood the concept well enough? And if I haven't, what resources do I have? How do I complete my understanding? If that zeal, that fire is always ignited, then no one can take the numbers away from us. Sooner or later, we will come on the top position. Sooner or later, our own score will be the best. So don't be dependent on the outside fuel which serves you. Be dependent on the fuel that's there within you. Now, does that mean that appreciation shouldn't be there? Of course, everybody loves being appreciated. Everybody likes being appreciated. But once you see appreciation from this perspective, even unappreciation doesn't affect you. Then you don't get demoralized. Then you don't sink down to your lowest self when you no longer are appreciated. Then you don't lead for validation outside world and the people who are providing you. Even if somebody is appreciating you, you take it in the stride, thinking that how nice the perspective of that person is to appreciate me. And if somebody criticizes you, you again take it as the perspective of other person. The criticism, the negativity of the other or the surrounding doesn't affect your own being, your own self. On this note, I leave you to think about it. Should you strive for appreciation or should you strive for your own self-appreciation? I look forward to connecting with you all next Wednesday. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.